guys, finally he sleeps here, back again with another FC Mobile video. Today we're taking a look at Team of the Season as it was released. We're gonna show you some tricks and tips with the event, what to expect, what we don't know yet, and then just give an honest review of what's going on and the state of affairs in FC Mobile. Because right now, a lot of people are quite disappointed with what Team of the Season is offering, the way it's set up. And see, several of us, if you're watching content creators who are connected to EA, is doing giveaways and that kind of thing, or we are in communication with the dev team, and we're getting a little bit more insight than what everybody else has as to why they've made some of these choices, the way it's kind of expected. And so I have a few answers for some of the most common questions that people have as far as the event goes. When it was released a day ago, we had the Value Meal League, League One. If you're in here, the McDonald's League, if this is your thing, was the original release. We have Premier League coming, Bundesliga, Serie A, La Liga, and then the Ultimate Team of the Season will be releasing towards the end with the last week. This is a 6-week long event, so we have plenty of time here. As long as you complete every event, every week's reward, you will end up with a 107 at the end, free. That is the milestone. Just so you are aware, everything is untradeable. As far as the event goes, everything is untradeable. There are tradable rewards. If you go to the store, you can get tradable rewards here if you're lucky enough to spend some FC points, or you get lucky in the daily 4K pack. We'll take a look at the stuff that's here so that you can see exactly what we're dealing with, so that you can buy this stuff in the market. But as far as the event goes, the only thing available is untradeable within the event itself. That's kind of frustrating, especially since this is another shard event. And I think my initial take on this when discussing this with the development team at EA was, I think my quote was, it's kind of a dead horse, and EA is beating the shit out of it with the shard stick. That's where it is. I'm not against the shards and the way the system works with the untradables, but the problem with Team of the Season is we are seeing for the very first time power creep as the OVR continues to increase. And we go from 105 to 107 to 109, and things start to get higher. The value that people are used to seeing in the last major events, it shifted. So we're no longer getting 99 to 101 as worth the minimum value. It went to 100 to 102, and now we're all the way up to 104s. So it's, when you go to something like the new item exchange system here, and you can see that the 104s are only worth 10 shards a piece, it's not until you get to the 105s that you start to see 30 shards a piece. It gets frustrating for a lot of players because they're forgetting about the power creep. It has nothing to do with it being the Team of the Season or this is a major event. I mean, it is a major event, but this is just the power creep. There's always an increase, because if we just keep giving the same OVR cards out and we're not pushing you as players, from EA's perspective, if they're not pushing you as players to increase your team and keep moving forward, then they're not making money at one point. But what's the point of continuing to play the game if you can kind of settle in at one OVR? So the power creep has really pissed off a lot of people here. And there's some other changes as well. They came in and got rid of the normal exchange that we're seeing, and they've went to this one-page all kind of exchange system. I'm not upset about this. I really like the idea of being able to exchange all of my stuff at one time. I don't like the idea that I have to figure out exactly what the value is compared to each player, but this is so much faster and easier to do than what we had before. And when you look at this with the Team of the Season shards, you can choose them all at once. You don't have to go to each individual gallery opening component to say, okay, I want to change into 104 and do them one at a time. you can do them all at the same time if you want, which is good. And it shows you on the side how much you're getting. So there's positive changes, but I think at the same time, there's changes here that are confusing and have frustrated people. The other thing is I've got people asking, like, what pack are we opening? What's the daily bundle pack? Well, it's right here. It's the daily bundle 3K pack. But it's only giving 103 to 109. And remember, you don't get the advantage until you move up to 105. So if you're looking at the exchange here, the 105s are where they jump to 30. So 103 and 104 compared to the last event are the 101s and 102s. So it's the same kind of thing. It's the power creep has adjusted it. The daily bundle, the 3K pack, is a guaranteed untradeable 103 to 109. As far as the 103 goes, it's 50-50 on a 103. So you have a 3 out of 4 chance of getting 10 points. 3 out of 4. It isn't until that last 25% that you start to push into the higher tier of points. We'll go ahead and open this up just because I want to see what we get. This is kind of the purpose for spending the 3Ks each day. But again, this is an untradeable. This is just what you're using to exchange the shards, and you're claiming this each and every day. Right now in the beginning, though, we only have a couple of leagues open, so it's a little bit more difficult. So it's a 10-point player. It's a little bit more difficult to get anything of higher value. There is also the 4K pack, but before you go pissing away all of your coins on the daily offer 4K pack, realize that even though it shows team of the season players in here, it is a mixed reward pack. It is a 99 or higher, and for the 99 plus player, you're looking at, what is this? So 99, that's 2/3, not until, wow. It is, you have a 99% chance of getting a minimal rate player that you're going to be cashing in for 15 mil coins, or the chance that it's not even a team of the season player at all. So that 4K pack, even though it is tradable, is kind of a no-go. The daily 3K pack is the one you're going to want to open as far as shards go for this event. The other thing to remember is when you're looking at the event, we only have a little bit right now. We only have the McDonald's League open. Premier League won't open until next week. So as more of these open, you'll have a chance to add more players to the gallery and more opportunities for new players in the packs. It gets better as you go along. So you don't want to waste a bunch of gems in the beginning. You're going to want to use them for your daily 3K pack. Now, in the Star Pass, this is another thing that kind of pisses me off, and this might just be because of me. I have severe color blindness, so I have a real hard time differentiating neutral colors and certain things. So when I look at this 110 center mid, I initially just assume it's a 110. It isn't until I go in and check the actual player that I can see that it is not a 110. It is a 105. That is pre-ranked. Where are we at? So it is a 105 that is pre-ranked because of the color of the gem in the bottom. And you can see that it's already available to go to training level 25 as a max. So this is not a 110. This is a 105 pre-ranked. Just be aware if you're buying the Star Pass that you're not getting a 110. You are getting a 110, but he's not a natural 110. It is a natural 105. You just don't have to put a bunch of universal rank players into them. They do have shards here as far as the pass goes. You're getting 60, 90. There's more than just that. 60, 90, 120, 150. I think it's just 150. 150 shards on the paid side of things. So they are at least giving you some rewards for the event itself out of the Star Pass, so that's a positive. In addition to everything else that's going on, we also have, there are daily activities that you're getting icon points in. There is a chance of pulling a team of the season player in the daily rewards. There are going to be a lot of stuff throughout the calendar. There's packs towards the middle and end of each week. So today was a team of the season pack, which you have a chance of getting something decent for team of the season. There are also a full event quests that are good for coins, gems, another standard pack, and some more gems. And then once you're all complete, you get a daily offer A, which is the daily offer A. Is that the 3K pack? The daily offer A. Or is it here? TOTS. It must be this one. It's got to be this one, the 4K pack. Is that what it is? The daily offer. So it's not a guaranteed team of the season player, but you're at least getting untradeables. I'm assuming that's the pack that you're getting out of it. So that's in the quest itself. But this is it. This is what we have. This is outside the actual event and the store. The only other thing to mention is there are challenge modes with this. We have the daily challenge mode. There should be weekly, the weekend as well. These are available for mixed players, so it's not guaranteed that it's going to help you in the event, other than the fact that it's still a challenge mode and you have the chance of pulling team of the season players here. So it's pretty standard stuff outside of the event. But when we get into the actual event, we have all these chapters that unlock. On the main tab, you can see the rewards. Unlocks after claiming the final reward in the League One McDonald's chapter. 2,000 gems coming from here. Once you get the final, it's 10 million coins. We get a 102 to 106. After claiming another 2,000 gems, we get shards after La Liga. And then Ultimate, you get the kit. And then after finishing everything, you're going to be rewarded with a 107 Ultimate Team of the Season Untradeable, which is fantastic. That is a free item as long as you complete everything. There's some other universals here. But what are you actually getting through the league chapters? These will probably be different for each league as it unlocks. This first one we're looking at, you get free daily tickets. This is the same thing we had with, I believe it was Splash. You can come in here and play your tickets, and depending upon what you do, you earn TOTS token A's. The token A's are only for League One matches, and these, I believe, will change per league. So it's not like you can use additional tokens from other leagues. So we're getting here TOTS token A, confirmed in the TOTS League One matches and used to exchange for rewards. So you're required to use each league's rewards within the league itself. And here you can earn a 100 to 107. It looks like you can do two of these. You can earn two 100 to 107s if you're exchanging those points. There's also shards here, which you can do twice for 10 shards total. It's not very much. And then once you're done, you can either grab a 103 to 107 if you're gambling, or guaranteed 104 if you're not gambling. But remember, the 103 and 104 are worth the same amount of points. So if you're not going to be using that left wing, there is no reason not to gamble, because you're not getting any more shard points if you're trading in the 104 as to here. So the only reason you would claim this player for any intensive purposes is if you want to use him in your squad. He's not for exchanging purposes. There are so many universal rank players that are available right now. I think most people are probably going to go with the 103 to 107 rather than the 3 universal rank players. It could be wrong, and it may be different for each league as it releases. And again, here you just have to claim the tickets every day. You don't have to play them every day. And I'm not sure if this will end at the end of the first week, but it probably won't, which means you should be able to claim all of these rewards over the course of it. You should be able to claim everything if you're doing it. You can tell I really haven't played much. I've just been collecting tickets. The gallery is the same thing. We have a daily bonus that you can claim, which is just a free player and some packs, access to the exchanges. And then here are the rates for the players that have been released in the initial. It looks like 109s are 1,500 or 1,250, depending. There's some good players in here in the original release. including 108 Gerard, which I will be going after until the rest of the leagues open. I don't suggest you spend a bunch of gems or anything until more leagues unlock. Remember, the more leagues that are open, the better chance you have at better rewards in your pack openings. The icons chapter is the only other one that is available, and this is a little different compared to what we have in the league chapters. This is just available for these icons that you have here that are coming in. That's just these 5. The icons that are available within the TOTS gallery are not part of the icons. So even though Gerard is an icon, for example, he is not part of this tab. These are the icons that are coming here. Complete all of the icon seasons and receive a TOTS icon player as reward. So if you complete everything, you're guaranteed a 106. You have to earn the points to play the matches, so you'll unlock them as you go. And then when you're complete, you can claim your 104 Akocha, and then they will unlock each additional week with the new coming in. Each day you'll have to come in here and grab your free tokens, watch a video, and then there's complete 5 matches in any mode, score 15 goals in any mode to be able to claim your points to work forward. So there really isn't anything in here to do other than the one match as you unlock it. We're at the very beginning of Team of the Season. There's a lot more that we're going to see as different tabs unlock each week. They'll add a little bit more. There may be more into it. And I understand, like right here out of the gate, as we see this is not as exciting as people were hoping. And I still think the problem is that we have all this new direction with the game as far as shards and the way the exchanges work. And I think people are kind of frustrated with this because we're expecting something more than what we're getting right now. And I'm telling you guys, just be patient, that there's going to be more coming. And a lot of the complaints here with the untradeables, I understand, I completely get. And I think it's more about the power creep than it is. People have been used to the last kind of stuff, and we had the winter program, and then we had Splash, and all these last few events that have handled the shards very well. And now we're moving into where they've kind of hammered this direction towards shards about as far as they can go. And at this point, it feels like it's just they're beating the dead horse. And there is one other thing to talk about, which I feel like another thing people are pissed off about. We have the TOTS player exchange, and then if you go over here to the TOTS exchange, there is a daily exchange, which is normal for an 80 to 98. It's not necessarily giving you a TOTS player. I mean, you can get crazy lucky to get something decent here, but mostly these are just giving you 80 rated elites. But there are these 2 exchanges that seem to be, this one is, it looks like it's a one-time exchange. It doesn't look like it's going to refresh week to week. I'm not sure. It may come back. This one was 5 exchanges. I think it was 20 million a piece to see what you can get. These are where all the untradeables come from. And then there is also this one, which looks like it is a weekly exchange. It is 80 million a piece. 80 million for a 104 to 109. And again, this is coins for exchanges. Talking with the dev team, it was explained to me that this was input into the game as a kind of last chance to grab missing points. Like if you're missing some shards, you can exchange some coins. But the fact that this is here in week 1 and you have the ability to spend the money on it, it doesn't feel that way to the players. It feels like you're expected to spend 400 million a week for 6 weeks, claiming all of these players to just for shards. And remember, 104s are worth 10 points. You got to get lucky to get a 105 or higher for more points. I opened 2 of these. I grabbed a 104 and a 105. But at 80 million, you can buy in the market right now as the way it is. Let's see how much those are. 104s. Let's do 105s just to see how much 105s are. And we'll do team of the season. So 170 is the minimum for this. If we shift the OVR down and go to 100, there you go, 20 mil. So you can buy four. You can buy four of these, and at the price of one, you can buy four of these, and at 10 points a piece, 10 shards a piece for your 80 mil, and get 40 shards. Whereas you have to pull better than a 105 to get that many shards in it. So you see that the value shift here, the exchange. I'm not suggesting that you do these exchanges. The 5 that are available in the very beginning, 5 for 20 mil. Yeah, they're valued at the rate. This one though is you don't get to see what the shift is. But remember that anything you pull less than a 105, if it's a 105 or below, you're losing coins. It is not worth the value here. Anything below a 105. The limited exchange requires a 106 to trade down to a 104, which is where the exchanges are god awful. This is the only one that's kind of a relative gamble. I'll go ahead and pull another one just so you guys can see why you shouldn't do it. So remember, if it's a 104 or a 105 and it's not someone I'm using, I've lost money because the value here is less than the coin value coming through. Now, I already gambled twice and lost on both, so I'm going to gamble on this one. Yeah, see, and if you're going to do these, they are week to week. So again, I just got 30 points for... I would have been able to get 40 shards if I would have spent the 80 mil going the other direction. There's 2 more. We may as well just do it again. It's my coins, not yours. And I have more coins than I need. So let's see. And again, these are untradeable, so we're not helping at all. And it'll be better as you move forward. Again, another 30. So I lost another 10. We'll do the last one. Remember though, I'm telling you not to do these. Don't do this. I've just lost 20. I've done it 5 times now. I've lost more than that because I got a 104, which means I lost 30 value. Again, another 104. So that's 30, 60, and 30. So 90. I lost 90 shards. 90 shards for the 400 million that I spent. I would have been better off buying cheap 100s in the market than doing this. So I make the mistake so you don't have to. Don't waste your time on that exchange. Just do the daily exchange and the 5 for 5 at 20 mil a piece. Go ahead and do that one for 100 mil and then walk away from the rest. So don't get too frustrated with team of the season. We don't know exactly where it's going to go yet. We've got more weeks. New stuff will be added. Hopefully changes will be made to make this a little bit more exciting. And just be aware that the content creators are discussing this with EA, and hopefully we'll expand this from the shard program moving forward. I like the shards. I just feel like we're stepping in one direction. It needs to be fixed just a little bit. Diversity is key, if that makes sense. Yeah. Trying to remember exactly what I said today. I said, I like the direction the game is going. This is the happiest I've been for the last few years in FC Mobile. I like the way the market is working. Everything has been going fun. I've had a renewed vigor, and I'm excited to play the game again. So that's not what it is. It has nothing to do with that. It is 100% that when they find something that works, they start running down that one way. And it's like, I feel like they think the shards are working, which I feel like they are. But now the problem is we're moving in the right direction. It's not that we're moving in the wrong direction. It just feels that way because it's the same thing over and over again, and it's not the wrong direction. It's just we're hammering this one direction in the same way too much, and it's killing it. So that's it. I'm FinallyHeSleeps. Thanks a lot for hanging out. I hope this information helped. Stick around. New market tricks videos drop usually on Wednesdays for everyone's consumption. As long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep making videos.
Finally he sleeps, finally he dreams. In a world of games it seems.